Well, guys, I'm back one more time to bring y'all this information, this news. I'm that dude out of Columbia, South Carolina, they call Drummer 1980. I hope you're having a good day today, and if that's not the case, ask yourself why, because after all, remember, happiness is an inside job, and it will always be. And in terms of fellow guys, we back today again. I'm going to call you into the spring because I don't need to prolong the time.
An arrest has been made in the fatal shooting of a minor last month whose body was found along the James River. 19-year-old Austin Akers Reed is facing 3 counts involving murder, firearm usage, and hiding a dead body. On April 17th, Richmond officials found a 17-year-old girl's body at Ancaro's Landing on Brander Street. Detectives eventually connected the scene to evidence collected the morning before at a parking deck along the 2000 block of West Broad Street. Police Chief Rick Edwards says the suspect and victim knew each other. Akers Reed has already been in custody since April on robbery-related charges.
Family, do you see what I'm talking about? All these crimes happening, and the focal point always revert back to you all the time. These people are losing their minds. Or shall I say, maybe this is just second nature to them anyway. 17 years old. Got a rap sheet as long as my arm. Like a laundry list, grocery list. Not only did he commit the crime, but then he tried to mask. He tried to cover it up. Try to cloak and conceal the crime. So he learned it from somewhere, because that is not something that's just natural. You learned that from somewhere. I think that they need to check his background, his parents, or the people that's in his phone around him, like they do the black folks. Check everything about you. Check your rectum. Check everything, okay? And see what they come up with, guys. Because this here is just senseless acts.
New at 6, a Benton County couple has been arrested and charged after investigators say they uncovered years of child abuse. Daniel and Annie Collar are both facing several charges. Now, according to the Bentonville Police Department, the child abuse was both physical and sexual and lasted for 3 years. They're both being held tonight in the Benton County Jail. You can read more about this on our website at 5newsonline.com.
Is there any questions? The heel have eyes. Lord have mercy. Always abusing and neglecting, molesting, inflicting pain upon other people. You know what? If you haven't came to this conclusion yet, you should understand that some of them are sadistic, simply meaning that they like to inflict pain upon other people. They have this sick fetish about inflicting pain to the weak and people that can't defend themselves. They get a rush out of that, guys. Do you understand? That's why you have to be very careful with your children. By all means, if your brother or sister children go into CPS custody, hurry up and try to get them. Because if somebody like this adopt them or either they, I don't care what y'all say, I'm not comfortable with it. Because history says that I'm not comfortable with it. Too much going on. You understand? Testimony from hundreds and thousands of people have said what goes on behind closed doors. And to be real, a lot of times it's just ignored until it just spill over, and then they have to do something about it, guys.
Today, a 20-year-old man was sentenced to 40 years in prison for killing a 17-year-old who thought he was his friend.
Now, we first told you about James Sotelo in the Breaking Bond series. He was free on bond for assault when he murdered Corey Leonard Thompson Jr. Fox 26 Brandy Wallace has more.
A jury listened to a week of testimony in the murder trial of 20-year-old James Sotelo. In March of 2021, he gunned down 17-year-old Corey Thompson.
You had to look at him every single day of the trial.
It took a large amount of patience, because you can feel your body just shaking with anger, but you knew you had to be patient so you don't have to go through that retrial all over again.
Sotelo took the stand and claimed he shot Corey because he attacked him in his sleep.
Of course, that's not true, because every gunshot that he had was sustained from the back. 11 of them.
Did he ever show any remorse?
Never, not once.
He never is going to take accountability for what he did. He never cared. He's never going to care. He just cares for himself. It's beyond selfish.
It only took the jury 4 hours to find Sotelo guilty.
That was a relief for us to know that, okay, at least he would take some punishment for what happened.
The trial was in the 232nd Judge Josh Hill's court. In Breaking Bond Reports, we told you how Judge Hill lowered Sotelo's bond amount twice.
To get out and continue to commit a crime. Again, he was caught with a gun, and you are just on bond for murdering somebody with a gun. It's terrible.
It was Judge Hill, not the jury, who sentenced Sotelo to 40 years.
I learned that most families don't actually get to have the moment we had today. And I'm very appreciative we were actually able to get a small piece of justice versus what other families can never see in their life.
It's better than nothing. I mean, for us, a life sentence would have been better because that's where we're sentenced to. We have a life sentence without my son.
Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
James Sotelo must serve 20 years before he can be considered for parole. He will be 40 years old.
Family, there's some interesting things that's happening here. Let me call your attention to a few. The first thing that came out of the news reporter mouth is that he thought he had a friend. The victim thought he had a friend. That's the problem. You thinking instead of knowing. Family, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that a septic ring through his sister's nose? Now, I might be wrong because my eyes might be old or something like that. Because I'm geriatric age as of now. You know, I'm old and decrepit over here. So, see, it's the little small things, the attention to details that you shouldn't miss. That speaks volumes. But in anywho, he thought he had a friend. Well, you see, that one black friend that you have, shot him 11 times in the back. 40 years. But he served 20 and then he up for parole. Well, family, you have to be careful. We've been telling y'all this for years. My mom and dad and everybody around me, they knew you ain't sleeping over nobody's house all kind of way. And we not doing it. You ain't even sleeping over the black one's house all kind of ways. Let alone our good wife. No, absolutely not. You think I'm gonna be over there sleeping over there? Because we done seen hundreds and hundreds of cases, many cases where you go over there and you drown and nobody don't know what happened. You swimming, don't nobody know what happened. You drown, don't nobody know nothing. You fall off the balcony, don't nobody know nothing. Be careful, guys. But I'm gonna just go ahead and end it right there, family. But until next time, peace and remember that there is more.